The Dividend Kings are an exceptional group of firms that have all paid dividends for at least 50 straight years, while also increasing their payouts throughout that time period. On the internet, you may find a variety of different lists of Dividend Kings, some of which comprise more than 48 different companies. Dividends can offer a second source of income to your portfolio. If you're interested in present income or want to make plans in advance for more income in retirement, that alone is an advantage. You might be able to set up a dividend reinvestment plan and utilize your dividend payouts to buy more shares, depending on the stock. This may aid in your portfolio's long-term wealth growth. Here are 6 Dividend Kings to buy. Number 6. Cincinnati Financial. It is a share in a company that provides financial services or insurance. The company sells insurance for businesses, homes, and cars. It also sells life insurance, annuities, property insurance, and casualty insurance, among other financial products. The main thing the company does is sell insurance to people and businesses. Since it is an insurance company, it gets this done in 2 different ways. It does this by first getting paid for the policies it writes and then investing the money it has left over. The float is a large sum of money that comes from adding the time value of the premium income to the amount of claims paid out. Through this process, the total amount of money the company has to invest is made. On July 28, 2022, the results of an investigation into its financial performance in the second quarter were made public. Earnings per share adjustments came in at 65 cents, which was 39 cents less than what industry analysts had predicted, and earned premiums came in at $1.77 billion, which was $190 million less than what industry analysts had predicted. We thought that our earnings per share would grow by 6% every year until 2027. In addition, the dividend yield on the share price is now 2.8%. Last but not least, it looks like the share price is much lower than it should be. It is expected that the average total return on investment over the next 5 years will be 12.1% per year. Number 5. Abbott Laboratories. One of the largest pharmaceutical and medical equipment manufacturers in the world is Abbott Laboratories, which has a market capitalization of $179.5 billion. In the coming years, the company is likely to experience robust expansion as a result of its leadership position in a variety of medical device categories, including blood glucose monitors, diagnostic tests such as COVID-19 tests, nutritional products, and off-patent pharmaceuticals in international markets. This is due to the fact that a growing and aging global population should contribute to an increase in demand for the products manufactured by Abbott Laboratories. This explains why market watchers anticipate a 12.6% yearly gain in profits over the next 5 years. Since Abbott Laboratories' dividend payment ratio is projected to reach 38.6% in 2022, the company should have no trouble continuing its trend of 50 consecutive years of dividend increases in the years to come. Even better, the dividend yield of 1.8% for the company is higher than the yield of 1.7% for the Standard & Poor's 500. Given that Abbott Laboratories has a forward price-to-earnings ratio of 21, the company is not the most reasonably priced dividend king available. This, however, is a very cheap valuation for a stock of this quality, given the potential for yearly profit growth in the double digits. Number 4. American States Water. American States Water is a long-standing water utility that serves more than 1 million consumers throughout 9 different states in the United States. The company has increased the dividends it pays out to its shareholders for 67 years in a row, making this record the longest one of any of its competitors in the Dividend King category. It should come as no surprise that supplying water to households, companies, and the federal government in the United States is a relatively stable business model. Over the past decade, American States Water has increased its dividend payment to its stockholders by an average of about 10% per year thanks to these efforts. In addition, the stock has a dividend payout ratio of 54.9%, which indicates that the stock's impressive streak of dividend increases shouldn't be coming to an end anytime soon. The projected price-to-earnings ratio of 27.9 that American States Water has given it the most expensive valuation out of the 6 Dividend Kings that have been studied here. However, the unrivaled success of the company and its consistent performance appear to justify this extremely high price. Number 3. Genuine Parts. Vehicles and industrial equipment will eventually reach the point where they require replacement parts in order to continue operating at peak efficiency. Genuine Parts is one of the largest firms in the world that specializes in the sale of automotive and industrial replacement parts. The company has sites all over the world, including in North America, Europe, and Australia, and it serves hundreds of thousands of consumers every day. Additionally, it is one of the most reliable. For the past 66 years in a row, the dividends that are distributed to shareholders have increased. As a result of the lack of semiconductor chips, the average age of automobiles in the United States has reached a new high of almost 12 years. Because this is something that will probably be an issue for the next couple of years, there should be a consistent level of demand from customers for used auto components. As a result of this, industry experts anticipate that Genuine Parts will report annual earnings growth of 4.6% over the course of the next 5 years. The stock's anticipated dividend payment ratio of 44.9% should provide it with the flexibility to dish out yearly dividend increases in the middle of the single-digit range over the long term. The 2.8% dividend yield that Genuine Parts currently offers has a level of growth potential that is sufficient at this point. And considering that Genuine Parts stock has a forward price-to-earnings ratio of 16.4, which is equal to the average of 16.4 for the auto parts and equipment industry, the company appears to be reasonably valued. Number 2. 3M. 3M is a multinational business that is involved in practically every facet of our everyday life. Products offered by the company include filtration and purification systems, food safety indicators, structural adhesives and tapes, reflective signage for highway and construction safety, and home cleaning goods. As a result of 3M's diversification and impact on the lives of millions of people all over the world, the company has been able to increase the dividends it pays to its shareholders for the past 64 years in a row, and this trend is expected to continue. And considering that 3M's dividend payout ratio is projected to be somewhere around 55% in 2022, the stock shouldn't have any trouble maintaining its dividend growth streak in the years to come. This is especially true when taking into consideration that industry experts anticipate a 5.7% yearly growth in earnings over the course of the next 5 years. At a forward price-to-earnings ratio of 12, investors have the opportunity to purchase 3M's market-beating dividend yield of 4.6%. This valuation is significantly lower than the average for the industrial sector, which is 17.2, and it may reflect the fact that the stock is susceptible to risks associated with environmental and product-related lawsuits. Number 1. Procter and Gamble. The product portfolio of Procter and Gamble possesses an unrivaled level of brand power across all of its brands. When it comes to displaying the household name awareness that its goods have, examples such as Love's baby diapers, Downy fabric softeners, Gillette razors, and Cascade dishwasher detergent are just the tip of the iceberg. This has allowed the company to continue funding and increasing its dividend payment for the past 66 years in a row. The remarkable pricing power that Procter and Gamble possess is a direct result of the company's dominance in the purchasing patterns of almost every household in the United States. This helps to explain why industry analysts are projecting a 5.3% annual growth in earnings for the next 5 years. Procter and Gamble should have the ability to continue increasing its dividend in the years ahead, because the dividend payout ratio is now positioned to be approximately 60%. And with a forward price-to-earnings ratio of only 23.3, investors have a great opportunity to buy shares of the company. Compared to the average of 20.2 in the consumer staples sector, this is not an excessive premium, which means that Procter and Gamble and its dividend yield of 2.7% are both buys. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.